Hi everyone, Alexandra here with MDPen. Thank you for tuning in for today's YouTube live video. Today I wanted to stick with our topic of smooth skin, defining what it is, but I wanted to talk about it in terms of the body. So what is smooth skin on the body? How can you achieve it? I'll be giving some advice on how to do so. Now, of course, smooth skin on the body is not going to differ too much from smooth skin on the face. You are looking for that even consistency. You're not looking for perfection. When you run your fingers over the skin on the body, you shouldn't feel any major changes as far as texture, lumps and bumps, and whatnot. Of course, there's the common advice that you would find. Don't take showers that are too long. Don't use super hot, scorching water. This does dry out the skin. So if you can really limit your time in the shower to about 10 minutes, this is really going to prevent drying out the skin on the body. And of course, we know that moisturized skin is healthy skin, which does give that smooth impression. So you want that dewy glow, so you don't want to dry your skin out. Now, when you're exfoliating, which you do need to do on the body, just as you would the face, there are some things you can use that are better than others. However, you want to make sure that you are regularly cleaning or sanitize whatever you are using. So if you're using a loofah, a washcloth, something like this, make sure you are regularly changing it, cleaning it. These can carry bacteria, even staph in some cases. Also, there's great body gloves that you can use for exfoliating, but do make sure you are cleaning these, whichever you prefer. Some people will use a dry brush daily on the body to exfoliate, and these are pretty much just fast strokes on the body with the brush that are really going to help with circulation. Circulation is also important for the body, so you do want to exercise, keep moving. This does affect the way your skin appears and, of course, the way your body appears. You want to stay active. And then, of course, eating well, avoiding refined sugars, refined carbs. Alcohol is huge. Watch your consumption of alcohol. This can have a toll on the body, making the skin appear dull, just as it would the face. So less alcohol consumption, the better. And then smoking is going to be a huge one, definitely going to dry out and dull the skin on the body. Sun protection is huge. You want to make sure you're wearing sunscreen on your body daily, just as you would your face, especially your exposed areas. So if you're someone that's driving regularly in your car, out in the sun, on a plane, make sure you are wearing that SPF on your sun exposed areas, especially. So if you're wearing a V-neck shirt, make sure you're applying it to the chest, the forearms, the hands, all of these areas. Just as a reminder, you guys, a white t-shirt really just has an SPF of about 2. So that's why it is so important to still wear sunscreen, even though you may think, I'm clothed, so I'm protected. That's not necessarily the case. Now, of course, you can sleep with a humidifier if necessary, especially in the winter, or if you live in a very dry climate. You really want to choose your products for the body based on where you live and obviously your skin type. Definitely avoid gels or foams as far as body washes or cleansers. I will say our MDPen cleanser for the face is a gel. This is probably an exception to that because it is organic. It is marigold, chamomile, aloe, all the things you would want for dry, sensitive skin. But on the most part, when I say gels, I'm really talking about most of the over-the-counter body gel cleanser. So if you are dry, you're definitely going to need more of a cream-based body product. Of course, always try to avoid chemicals, fragrances. Not only may you have an allergic reaction, but they're also just irritating. So they're just adding more to dryness. If you are someone that suffers from keratosis pilaris or little bumps on your body, the back of your arms, there are over-the-counter lotions with lactic acid, which is a great mild exfoliant. This is really going to help you achieve that smooth skin. If it goes beyond that, you definitely want to see a dermatologist and get some other recommendation, but that's just something I can throw out there. It will help soften those areas. Oils can be great. I'm an anti-coconut oil on the face. However, on the body, assuming you don't have acne on your back or shoulders, you can use coconut oil on the body. Of course, sweet almond is going to be a great moisturizer. Sweet almond oil. Our Tighten and Lift product has the sweet almond extract in it. It has aloe, green tea, and lactic acid. So some of those ingredients I just threw out there for smooth skin. Of course, this could be a pricier product if you're using on your entire body, but if you're being selective about where you're using Tighten and Lift, this does have ingredients in it that could be great for body use. Again, our cleanser is gel-based, however, it's organic. And again, you have those organic ingredients, aloe, chamomile, green tea. So this is going to be soothing, great for eczema, dry skin, pretty much everyone with this product. Some other oils, like I said, coconut oil, sweet almond oil, even olive oil. You can even leave it on for 10 minutes and then rinse it off. And this is going to leave like a nice coating on the body. When we're thinking of moisturizers for the body, of course, there's lipid replacements like squalane, which is a plant-based ingredient, and ceramides. And then you have humectants like hyaluronic acid, glycerin. These draw water into the skin and give it that plumpness. So there's body products depending on whether you have lipid replacement or humectant. And again, HA is still that nice binding ingredient. So you can use HA as a top moisturizer, just like you would the face, to kind of bind and lock everything in. So you could use our HA Copper Mist on the body, selectively in areas where you're dry to bind in the other moisturizers or oils you have used. You can definitely do that. Another recommendation, going back to showering, definitely moisturize within those first 5 minutes of drying off and getting out of the shower. This is going to help your body really absorb that moisturizer. Excuse me. Also, think of your hands. Everyone might as well assume that their hands are sensitive. Wearing gloves when possible is great, especially this time of year in the winter, areas that are dry. Wear gloves if you need gloves. If you feel cold, make sure you're wearing gloves. Also, to protect from harsh elements, if you are cleaning with chemicals, doing dishes by hand, things like that. Of course, some soaps and cleaners on the market, you can find some that are more organic or natural than others, but for the most part, wearing gloves is really going to help you. One less thing to worry about. You may need to get a separate moisturizer for your hands, a hand cream intended for hands. Hands are going to be very susceptible to things. Also, of course, with feet, you can wear socks. Something like feet, you could even put something like Vaseline or Aquaphor on overnight, and not worry about it clogging pores and things like this. So different parts of the body can tolerate different things. Of course, we're MDPen microneedling, so I have to tell you that microneedling the body will give you smooth skin as well. There's certain areas that we recommend. There can be lax skin above the knee. That's one of my favorite areas to microneedle. Of course, stretch marks, scars, any irregularity with areas. You can do our refined needle cartridge on the hands. This can help draw up hydration. If you are interested in microneedling, definitely reach out to us. Visit our website. I see a question. Does getting a body massage help smooth the skin on the body, and how do I prevent back acne? Great question. So again, yes, with body massage, you're definitely getting that movement, that circulation. So it can make your skin appear healthier, more hydrated. That's definitely going to help. And then preventing back acne. So this is a great question, and so definitely a loaded question. I will say one thing to be cautious of, which a lot of my clients and patients over the years didn't really think about. When you're using shampoos and conditioners, you have to be selective with those products too, and watch the way that you're rinsing them out. Because if you're having those run down your back, your shoulders, and you do suffer from acne, if these have pore clogging ingredients in them, or chemicals or fragrances, they can also cause acne, irritation. So kind of, if you can do that over a tub, over the sink, maneuver it in a way that it's not running down your body, and think selectively about those products you are using. Also, of course, there are great body cleansers on the market or recommended from your dermatologist or esthetician. There are medical grade skincare companies that make body washes. They will add salicylic acid to them. But if it's to the point where over the counter is not helping, I would definitely recommend seeing a dermatologist. There's all types of prescription foams and things like this that can definitely help. One thing you want to do with body acne is not scrub it. So these are not areas where you want to be very abrasive with a washcloth or something like this, because again, you're overly irritating it just as you would facial acne, which you don't want to do. Is it okay to use baking soda and lemons as home remedies for smooth skin? That's a great question. I personally wouldn't. Lemon is very tricky. And if you do end up getting this or wearing it in the sun in some way, there's a chance of having a reaction on the skin and you're going to end up with pigmentation issues. I personally would avoid that with the baking soda and lemon. I've read there are some home remedies and masks involving things like honey and turmeric. So I think something more along those lines. There can be all natural coffee scrubs and things like this. However, if you do have eczema or acne, you're going to want to really avoid anything abrasive as far as the scrubs go. How often should you use a body scrub? I would say this would be kind of similar to the face. So with a micro exfoliant, I would not use it more than twice a week, possibly only once a week. And try to cut back on your showers, one shower a day, 10 to 15 minutes. Try not to shower multiple times or dry out your skin in that way. Thank you guys so much for all of this engagement. I wanted to remind you that we are doing a webinar tomorrow evening on Zoom at 8:30 Eastern Time. Medical Spa Success for Nurses. I will have an amazing guest speaker, Cassandra Santos. If you are affiliated with MDPen and already getting our emails, definitely check in there. You can also go to our Facebook to register, and we would love to have you on. You do not have to be a nurse to attend. You can be anyone interested in going into the field of owning a medical spa or working at one. So definitely reach out if that does interest you. Can microneedling on the body help with skin discoloration as well? It can in some senses. I always tell people microneedling can help break up pigment. It's not going to be a go-to thing. So the patient or client really needs to be doing things at home. The microneedling will be a success if they are using the proper products at home. So make sure you're consulting with your esthetician or provider, whoever's doing your microneedling service, and letting them know that is one of your key points that you'd like to correct with pigmentation so that they can make recommendations. And they may need to draw in some other types of treatments to combine with microneedling to target pigment. Is it safe to pair the cleanser with a product rich with shea butter? Shea butter is great, definitely for body. If you do have acne, that I would say no. But as long as you don't, shea butter is a great moisturizer. So you definitely could pair that. Our Revita Peptide Cream has shea butter. This does feel really great on the hands. It could get a little pricey if you were using on your whole body, but that would be another product from the MDPen line that could definitely be used with the shea butter. So thanks for asking that. I'll see you guys on YouTube next Tuesday at 10 a.m. Eastern Time. Again, thank you so much for your engagement, and do look to register for the webinar if that does interest you. Thank you guys. Bye.